Bruce, should we pop up from underground here?
Yeah, I will make a noise. 2, 3.
Hello again.
Hi.
We're back with another brand new coffee we're cupping that's going to be on the menu pretty soon. I think this is a new one we're going to release on Friday, hopefully.
Yep.
But before we release any new coffee, there's a critical process of which we need to figure out, which is profiling the roast for that coffee. The coffee we've got today is a new Ethiopia. It's a Limu. It's a coffee we've had before from Tiga and Tula Farm. It's always been delicious, so we're really looking forward to what this crop brings to the table.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let Bruce talk a little bit about what goes into profiling a new coffee and how we are approaching this coffee in 2 different ways.
Yeah, so whenever we get a new coffee in, the first thing we got to do is profile it. Like generally you can just roast it using through origin, right? So an Ethiopian coffee, I would just use the previous profile for an Ethiopian coffee, and then from there you branch off and see what kind of changes you have to make. This time I did a little differently. I used one of the profiles was what I was using for our Costa Rica white honey, and the other profile was what I was using for our Ethiopia previous that profile. Now the reason I did this is just to kind of give us a better starting point. The 2 profiles is essentially a faster roasted coffee and then a medium speed roasting coffee. So I'm dropping the coffee in and bringing it to first crack.
And for those of you who don't know, first crack is that moment where the internal moisture content of the coffee reaches a boiling point.
Yeah, the faster one will reach first crack a little faster. You'll probably reach first crack somewhere between 9.5 minutes and 10 minutes. And on the medium length, you'll probably hit it around closer from like somewhere between 10 and 10.5 minutes. That's when you start doing the end development of the coffee, which is very important. I just wanted to try them both out because I know the Tiga Tula coffee previously tended to need to be slowed down. So I just wanted to find that profile a little faster, and my process for doing that was just doing 2 batches.
That's cool. So you're always kind of basing it off your experience with a coffee from a similar region of a similar type.
Yeah.
And then you're also taking into account like the bean size.
Yeah.
Things like that are going to determine how much heat you have to hit it with, how long the roast has to be, or how fast the roast has to be. Got that trademark chocolate brownie thing I like to smell when we first are cupping. Yeah, and with coffees from certain regions, I'm always looking for, the sort of trademark giveaways, like is it very floral, does it smell really sweet, which is something we're looking for in Ethiopian coffees to begin with.
Yeah. From smell alone, this one smells a little bit, like just a tiny bit more vibrant to me.
This one?
Yeah, the smell.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that.
Yeah.
And these are just subtle differences we're picking up right now, but
yeah. Because this one still smells so good.
The taste test is what's going to be what decides it.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
And then something else we decided we would try this time is to brew an actual pot of this coffee and see how it tastes as a finished product, because obviously it's not going to taste identical to how we taste it right here.
Gotta aerate it.
Yeah. Decant it?
Yeah.
So we're about 30 seconds away from being able to cup these. I want to see how this tastes as a finished cup of coffee from an actual batch brewer.
Yeah.
And this is this batch or this batch?
That's that batch.
Okay, cool.
I can't sip it. My mouth is baby.
Yeah, I got the leather tongue.
Yeah. It smells great though.
But it's really nice and vibrant. I'm curious to see if there's any correlation between how it tastes brewed in a pot versus cupping. Okay. And we always do this a few times back and forth at different temperatures until it's cooled off completely. We want to see how it's going to taste at every temperature, just so we know how you're going to experience it when you drink this coffee at home.
I like this one more.
I like this one more too.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I was like, this one smelled better when we broke the crust.
It's just a little more muted.
Yeah, it's a little slightly muted. This one's just juicier, sweeter.
Creamier.
Yeah, like it's got more of a heavy body, more mouthfeel,
Yeah.
more balance.
I'm shocked.
Well, this is the whole point of doing this. It's
Yeah.
like you never know until you actually taste it.
2 starting points is better than 1.
Indeed. Now, I should say there is something really beautiful about this. Like it's very light, it's very floral, it's very nuanced, but I like big flavor, you know, like I like big, sweet, bold flavor.
Yeah.
And it still has nuance. It's just, this can be really, I would think this would be almost like difficult to detect.
Yeah, because it has all the, because it's very sweet. It's got a great, nice, like almost subtle sweetness.
Yep.
But this one's
big sweet.
And all the flavor. All the flavor. Mm.
Yeah, as it cools off too, it's just becoming more sweet, more rounded.
Yeah. It's a candy grape.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's cooled down enough.
Personal opinion?
Yeah.
I say we go with this one.
I think so too.
Tasting notes, if I had to put notes on the bag right now, yeah, I would say I'm getting a lot of like candy, grape.
I feel like there's a little bit of peach.
Yeah, something peachy for sure. It's not super potent, but it's like a fuzzy peach kind of thing, like the candy.
Yeah.
It's nice to get that balance of like of something bright with something super sweet.
It's a very sugary grape, like sugary green grape.
It's a grape salad.
It's grape.
And it's still pretty chocolatey, still pretty like, almost like caramel in a sense, like that lingering sweetness. And you still get all the like the trademark sort of floral, jasmine, Ethiopia flavors, but they're not the dominant flavor in here.
And tweaking it as we cup it as every
Yeah, I mean, each week there's obviously the same process repeats. We're trying the coffee again, making sure that our profile is over the target, because the coffee itself is going to change over time.
Yeah.
As it dries out, it
Loses
loses moisture.
Yeah.
So yeah, we always have to make sure that our crosshairs are exactly over top of it. But
Yeah.
well, I like it. I'm really excited to get this one on the menu and
Yeah.
get this one in the shops.
Damn.
I think you'll like it too.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Ethiopia season.
It is Ethiopia season. It's cold brew season.
True. I can't wait for. Man, it's gonna be so nice to drink these as cold brew.
Yeah. That's good. I like
Cool.
this.
We got a nice grapey Ethiopia. Enjoy.